Hey lovelies, assalamu alaikum. Nafata kuwa na afya. I hope you all are doing amazing. It's been a very long while since I made a vlog. So guys, see who is helping mama push her sister. Hi guys, so we are back. We are just getting home. So Alhamdulillah, we are almost 6 months. Like in a few days, will be 6 months. Isra will be 6 months. Alhamdulillah. Today I took her to the Child and Family Center. That's the kids development center. Like back at home in Ghana, we call it weighing. I took her to weighing, like the monthly checkup for a child. Weighing out, and when I finished, it was almost time for her sisters to close from school, so I passed by the school to pick them. Usually it's the father that picks them from school, but I felt it's almost time, so let me wait for some few minutes and pick them. So that's why you saw the sister Wanda pushing the boogie. You know, she said she wants to help me, so she took it for me, trying to push it. Oh, even though she found some difficulty in pushing, but she did well, trying to push the sister. Yeah, guys. Yeah, before I move into do any other things, you know, as it is, I've not even took off my jacket. Anytime I go to the weighing, okay, the checkup, anytime I take Yusra to check up, not even Yusra per se, like ever since I started going for checkup when I became a mother, when I had my first child, every time I go, I do see men that bring their kids. Okay, I mean, it's always one child or two children. It depends, but usually you see a parent with a child. When I see a father come with a child for a checkup, like you see him alone with the child without the mother, and the man seems to be into the child, like I become so overwhelmed. That scene is a sight to behold. Like when you see fathers trying to be in the lives of their kids, wallahi, it's something to behold, and it's something every mother would yearn for, because usually at that stage, it's hardly do you see fathers take part in the development of their kids, like taking them to the hospital, taking them to programs, consultation without their mother, like knowing everything about the child. It's really, really difficult to find that. So when I go to like checkups and I see fathers, men with their child or with their children, I become so overwhelmed, and I'm happy for the child, because it goes a long way for the development of that child. It goes a long way in creating the bond between the father and the child. And I believe this is something that parents, like men especially, have to cultivate. You know, it's really a good thing when a father is into the development of a child. It creates a great bond that no one can break. I mean, it tells you how, or it shows how you are into your child, and then you are able to see how far your child is going, how far your child is growing. It doesn't have to be the mother alone. That's the problem. Most of our settings, we think taking care of a child, being there for a child, like taking the child to the hospital, taking the child to activities, is a mother's task. Yes, mothers do it better, but there are fathers also who are doing it, and they are doing it better. And this is something that we all have to contribute, have to do. I mean, if it takes a man and a woman to make a child, what difference does it make for a man and a woman together bringing up their children or taking care of a child? So this perception that with child upbringing is the mothers. Mothers cannot do it alone. There are instances where father figures are needed in raising kids. We have seen in our communities, like with single parents, children who grew up with single mothers, how it was, and children who grew up with both parents, how it was. I'm not saying there are no negative cases of such. They are, but majority of the cases, like children who are being raised by both parents, you see them to be in a certain way. And kudos to the single mothers who are doing it alone without any father figure in the lives of their kids. This is something to be something that we have to applaud all women doing it, because it's really not easy. It's really tasking, and it's a responsibility of every parent to be there for their kids or for their child. You know, this case didn't ask to be born. They did not call to be brought into this world. We brought them because we are willing and we are ready to take care of them, and there should be no excuse whatsoever in raising them or in anything that would contradict us or in anything that would hinder us from taking care of them. So like I will urge our men, especially, because it's hardly do you see a black man come with his child alone without a woman. There are sometimes you see ones like 1 in a 10 or 1 in a 20 that you see, but we have to do better. Our men, like you have to do better. You have to be part of the development of your kids. It goes a long way in grooming that child into adulthood, knowing that my father was there during my vulnerable state, or like my father was there to grow with me at the same time. That's why it's easy for kids confining in their mothers than their fathers, because in this case they see everything. They see when you are into a child, the child knows. When you are not into the child too, the child knows. So yeah, I think this is something for us to emulate. To be a father is not just fathering a child. Like any step of development that the child has to go through, as a father you have to be there. And especially in the cases of where we have absent fathers, to the extent that these kids will grow into adulthood without father figure, it's really disturbing. You know, recently there have been a case of these twins. There's this Nigerian woman who had twins and was abandoned by the father. Okay, so years down the line, alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed these kids and has blessed their mother, and they are enjoying it. Now from nowhere the father surfaced with complaining or saying like the reason why he did not take care of her because she was unfaithful, she was what, like any flimsy excuse me to say, these excuses that are not tangible, you understand. And now you expect this woman and this case to forgive you and take you in. Where were you when they needed you? You have no excuse. The thing is, no matter how much or no matter what problem you have with a woman, if there is a child between the two of you, make sure you are there for that child. No, you are there you should be there not because of the woman, but you should be there because of that child, because that child needs you. That child needs you. So, like I'm saying, anytime I go for checkup and I see men bring their kids, like I do watch them and I yearn for it. You understand? It's good. It's good that our husbands have to work, but sometimes when it has to do with the kids, they also have to play a role. Like we want to see them into our kids. We want to see like a father being there taking care of. At least that will ease some certain burden, some certain stress from the mother, knowing that my husband is there, he can take care of it, he can do this for the kids, you know. Yeah. So guys, I don't want this video to be long. Like I said, I just came. Let me quickly get up and find something for the kids. And alhamdulillah, Yusra is going to be 6 months in a few days. Thank you all guys so much. It's like I will you next time. Assalamu alaikum. Bye y'all.